Hey all, this is just Rainbow Moon Obsidian here again, just for the weekly kind of energy forecast. So what I got from when I meditated was, for some reason, whenever I do a weekly reading, I like to, where's my brain? I like to meditate before. And what I got generally again is that I think the thing for this December is also, it's just like a time of rest, because I just, when I'm hearing it's similar to last week, more rest, just more taking time to yourself in solitude, but still like planning, staying in your lane, but also venturing out a little bit. And if someone's, it's not testing you, but if someone is suggesting something to you, get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Like, I mean, don't be going bungee jumping or anything like that, but being like, if someone has a different perspective on how you're doing something, be open to that criticism. Don't shut down because it makes you feel uncomfortable. And sometimes you have to be a little bit uncomfortable in situations in order for you to learn something, or for you to, what's the word I'm trying to, you have to let those constraints be broken down a little bit, because sometimes you have to clear your mind and be open to things in order for spirit to come in, and in order for you to hear what guidance it's offering you. If that makes, I need to stop saying that. So yeah, and just stay in your lane for the most part. I mean, I'm not saying like put your hand in the sand or anything, but like, just trying to stay focused on what your vision is. Don't let people sidetrack you. And I know that's easier said than done, for myself as included, that I can't always do that either. So sometimes it happens, right? Sometimes you see something that you just have to speak up, and spirit understands that. But just generally, try to keep a minimum, keep informed, but don't submerge yourself completely in what's happening in world events and stuff like that, because that energy just brings you down, right? So I hope that you stick with me through the next part, which is I'm going to move into some reading of some tarot cards and oracle cards. So if this resonates with you in any way, please like and subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate any support that I get. I need to say that more often. I feel like I don't say that. I'm actually quite a very reserved person, but I really do appreciate everyone's help, and I don't say that enough to people. And I also think that's something we need to just tell each other more often, is that we love and appreciate each other. So I love and send you guys love and light, so come with me. Hey guys, welcome back. So as you can see, we've already switched over to where I'm gonna read the magic cards. The magic cards. I don't know where that came from tonight, but I hope this resonates. So I'm just gonna try to make this a little bit faster this week. Hopefully I can. I don't want them to be my videos to be super lengthy right now, but we'll see what happens. So let's just get 4 cards for the energy of the week. Okay, let's see. Earth pulsing. Pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. So this is going back to kind of that resting kind of thing I was talking about in my free part of the video. Okay, let's see. The Star Family. You're part of a team of souls, call in support. So exactly. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So this is where I'm talking about, where I was talking about, if someone's kind of testing you, I'm not saying testing you, like testing your skills, but like, okay, like someone comes up to you And it's just like, I think you should do something this way, right? Don't be angry at it. Like, realize that is just God trying to come in so he can bring forth whatever you've been wishing for, right? So it's just him going, like, giving you some, like, it's giving you constructive criticism, and don't overwrite those, what people are bringing forward to you, or like that constructive criticism, because maybe they have a different idea from a different perspective that you didn't think about. Like, the thing with spiritual growth and stuff is that you're not expected to know everything, right? And it's not about being spiritual, is not also just being, I know everything about this, right? So if someone's giving you some constructive criticism, don't put up coping mechanisms, right? Or don't let it get underneath your skin. It's meant for your higher good, right? So calling in your support souls. You might be tired this week, and you might be feeling a little bit angry with this great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict. So if you're feeling a little bit angry, or because anger can also be like defensive too, call in your spirit team, right? So your spirit team can be your soulmates, your angels, but it also can be people in your physical world, which in like on social media and stuff. So calling in support. And there's just softening to love, density addiction. Like, and this, I'm getting that this week is more also with slowing down. It's like, and that's where those little blips are going to be, where it's just like God's trying to get you to see something differently, right? So it's dense, and you really feel this density because you might be in between kind of two aspects of yourself. I've definitely been feeling that about myself. I go into certain situations where I just don't feel like myself, and I'm kind of I'm personally getting a little bit frustrated with it. And it's not because I'm not growing or anything, but it's just like, I don't like the way my guides have explained it. Is like you're going back and forth between two different almost parts, like persons of you, right? Because you are no longer resonating with this person that you used to be. And maybe you were within those situations, and now you want to break free of that, right? So let's just get for tarot. I'm just getting this week, it's just slow down. Stop trying to force everything. And I think it's also the thing that I get frustrated with, because I've been resonating with like that energy of just slowing down. Everyone's trying to make me, like, everyone is trying to go, we need to do this and this. And I'm like, no, we don't. We need to slow down. And everyone's like, some people may not understand that, right? And I'm not saying that I'm better or anything than anybody else, but it's just like, can we just slow down and think about this first, instead of just trying to gain control over things over and over again? It's because it makes us uncomfortable. You have to go with the flow. 9 of Swords. So there is some like emotional kinds of hardships. You might be feeling really just kind of tired. The Moon. I'm getting that this energy is more of a reverse upright kind of, energy, where it's just like trust in the mystery. And this came out today too with a reading I also did. So it's just trusting in the mystery of spirit, and just keep focusing on your craft, things that you're good at. King of Wands, which is like fiery energy. He's very passionate. He's flirty. He's charming. Maybe but the King of Pentacles, when he sees something, he goes for it. He doesn't wait, right? And I'm getting told to take out 2 more cards. 2 of Swords. So this is introspection, seeing behind the illusion of that Moon card, right? So seeing, like, just because things aren't coming for you, like the wheel, like your destiny is about to change. Slow down. Stop trying to force everything. she's usually blindfolded, the Two of Swords in traditional tarot, and she has to use her she has to use introspection in order to see past those illusions, right? And you're really having a hard time seeing past that, because it's just like, why do I keep having to go through these things over and over and over again, right? And you're really questioning the universe, and that's where this anger is coming from. I do get like this, because the King of Wands can be, when he's not very in a good place, like he could be a little bit angry and a little bit, wands can get quite like defensive, and they just sometimes say, Kings of Wands, I would say, they say things when they actually don't mean things. Yeah, so it's an interesting week. I feel like it's also still a relatively calm week for the most part, but let's just get some. I just got told to take out some words. Get some words. Because I also thought about that before. Abundance. A little piggy. Abundance. And then confidence. I don't mind reading reverse sometimes though, but I honestly just read what the energy is kind of telling me, and I feel like because like I feel like you're never ever just in one kind of energy the whole time. Like you might, and that's why the King of Wands came out. Maybe it's, for me, you're generally in this good space where you're kind of balanced, but there might be little times when you're just kind of like, what are you talking, like you want to go, what are you talking about, like, to people? What are you doing? And when you kind of get a little your head like hot-headed, and sometimes that energy is completely valid and justified, because there's a lot of shit going on, and sometimes you have to get a little bit mad in order to establish boundaries. So creation, this is about creation. So what are you trying to create, right? So, and be confident in the things that you're doing. And even if someone is giving you some constructive criticism, don't let it take your power. Nourishment. This card keeps coming out. So taking time to fill your cup. This girl, there's a guy here, actually, if you can see that. So she's like ignoring it, right? So what do you ignore? Like, if that's what I mean, it's like you have to see past the illusion. There's this dead dude right there. Knowing. So there's there's this inner knowing that your luck is about to change with that wheel. It is about to change for you. Things are going to start moving forward for you. And you know this is coming. And that's probably also why you're getting a little bit frustrated with this Nine of Swords, is because you know it's coming. You're just wondering when this is going to, like, pan out. So what kind of things do we have to learn this week? This is the Work Your Light Oracle deck by, I can't remember her name, Danielle Noel, and Rebecca, I can't remember her last name. What lights you up? What are you passionate about? The Great Gathering, it's coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. So it's tapping into that. Two cards, similar, calling in your soul tribe. Who is your soul tribe? Warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So what's your deepest calling? A lot of the lessons are about what is your calling. So Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Let's get some tarot. I'm going to try to make this around 20 minutes. So Two of Cups, so kind of broken relationships, broken, like, oh my goodness. Nine of Pentacles is about getting into your dependence, the Devil, so addiction. So we did get a card about addictions from earlier. Density, letting God in, right? So, and I want two more cards, apparently. The Empress came up. Okay, this is interesting, the energy, because I'm getting, this is like there's some instability, but you are getting into this Empress energy where you are bringing forth more stability. But it's also you've been very dependent upon other kinds of people, but but that's why I feel compelled that this is upright, because you are in this Nine of Pentacles, where you're getting into this, your own independent self with your own abundance and not depending on people for support, but you're not basing your decisions on what everybody else is saying. So not Six of Pentacles. I'm getting that this is because this is reversed, because you maybe have given a lot to people and the energy exchange is a little bit imbalanced. So you have to learn to get this. What you have to learn this week is to fill your own cup, because I am getting this vibe with the Two of Cups reversed like this. You need to focus on your own cup. And then anger, is also about establishing boundaries. I'm getting that this is Capricorn energy too, but there's all sorts of zodiac signs through so far too. But this Devil card is making me think of earth signs, which is this, because this is attached to Capricorns. And Capricorns are earth, so it's just, and the fact that two card is about establishing boundaries. Like the Empress is very in her power, and she's very not cutting, but she's like, that is the boundary I have established for you. Do not cross that boundary, kind of thing, right? And that's where it's kind of, I'm getting there's gonna be some so be open to constructive criticism. But don't let people overstep boundaries with you, right? Because there's a way of doing things correctly. If someone wants to give you constructive criticism, that's fine. But when you communicate to someone, I don't know why I'm feeling drawn, but because this has something to do with the people around you. If you feel that you're getting criticism from people around you, it's also about putting that boundary up, because it has to be an equal give and take. It's not all about just one person, and not all about you, and it's not about everybody else, right? So let me get some more words. Connection. So it's about the people around you and your community. And that's what I mean. There's this, the energy is interesting. It's just there's this underlying a little bit anger, where it's just not screaming at people. Your luck is about to change, just like I said. Motivation, what motivates you. But it's just it's more like anger, where you're a little bit no, I'm done giving endless amounts of energy to situations that aren't giving back equally, right? So, and some people, when you start saying no about that, they don't like that, and they end up trying to force you to do something. So, what is the advice for the week? So luck, motivation, play, taking time to play, to tap into your passions, to have some fun. Dolphin is about connection. So, and that's the other thing too, the people that you're surrounded with. I'm really getting this is attached to a physical situation. So maybe people from your family, friends, coworkers, work situations, right? Any kind of projects that you're working on, working with people. I'm getting, and it's not that you don't get along with people, but they're showing me, they're saying literally, it's you're between two people right now. You're one person when you're not in a certain situation, but then it's the density between those two, and that what makes you mad, because it's stop asking me to be this person that I am no longer this person. So there's a certain amount of frustration that I can feel, because I feel cycles keep getting repeated. They're cycles keep getting repeated, and that's what's getting you a little bit riled up. Selflessness, humility, conscious action. So the high, I'm just going to take these down and put them over here. the high Lord, gratitude and service. So this is also, so when you're getting in that energy, be of service, conscious action. So being grateful for the things that you have and be of service. But also, they just said though, but that's also to an extent. There goes back to that nine of Pentacles where, yes, it's of being of service. It's being of service. But that means that you are not someone's slave. That means that you're not someone's slave. It doesn't mean that people just get to ask everything of you, right? There still has to be a certain amount of balance. It can't, with the scale, right? Like, it's about giving to people, but it's also about making sure that you're not over giving, but be of service. Angelic help from miraculous aid. So I feel like someone's going to offer you something that's really going to help you, move you forward and help you. Oh my God. The Diamond Dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. So this could be like a new job. Like this could be something that's going to help to get you out of your current situation. Once again, I really feel like, unfortunately, it has to do with work. I'm not getting anything like you're going to be fired or anything, but there's going to be an opportunity of some sorts. This is supposed to be advice, but the hungry ghosts, obsessions, scarcity consciousness, attachment. So the advice is calling angelic help, selflessness, being selfless when you're doing certain things and giving, right? The hungry ghosts and obsessions, attachment. I need to get more cards because I'm not quite sure what they're... Positive expectations, clarity. The big picture, angelic help. So there's a lot of angelic help around you this week. I'm going to get some tarot. We're already at 20 minutes. We're almost done though. The Queen of Wands. So this is about tapping into your passions. The Queen of Wands can also be quite like energetic too. And she doesn't tolerate a lot. She also doesn't tolerate a lot of crap from people in a different way. 8 of Wands. So this is about like haste, like some things are coming, some stuff is coming in quickly for you. The Emperor came up reversed. But so like this is about like an imbalanced male potentially, but I'm also getting that it's also reversed, but it's just like being protecting yourself. Being this masculine for yourself, being logical and practical. 2 of Pentacles, this is all about getting into balance, balancing these things out. So it's about finding the balance within a situation for a sword. So planning, once again, resting, making sure you take enough time for yourself and to really think about what you're trying to create. Ace of Cups, like new creative ideas. It came up reverse because I feel like there's been some blocks for situations, but I also feel like this is creative, doing things that you're creatively inclined with. But also like the start of new relationships, connections, right? So connections doesn't mean romantic necessarily. It just means there's people coming in that could potentially help to get you moving forward as this Queen of Wands. And let's just get to your final messages with the Moon card. But there's some fast moving like energy and balancing, planning. I'm just seeing a lot of balancing and planning and hastiness. Don't be too hasty. Your commitment is being tested. Interesting. So I've been saying not testing, but so new moon, first quarter moon. So we're kind of in the first quarter moon sort of right now, in waxing, in a waning moon. Luck is on your side. So once again, luck, we got those words, luck. New moon in Sagittarius, which is literally coming up. There's also an eclipse with that. The end of a tough cycle appears. Full moon in Capricorn. New moon in Gemini. We just had a full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. So there could be some kind of communication from a masculine or something that, or that's someone that's practical. Don't let your pride get in your way. This could be communication from there. I'm getting a little bit. This could be about communication from somebody in the past. A new romantic cycle begins. Okay. So that's kind of what this is all about too. There is some romance going on. I don't always like talking about romance in my videos because I don't like when people just jump to conclusions all the time when it comes to over connections and cops. Like this world is more than just romantic love all the time, right? So I think I'm going to do another video about this though. I'm being compelled to do that, but don't let your pride get in the way. So if something happened with a masculine, don't let your pride of being right get in the way, right? But that's only for a select few. This new cycle begins, or new romantical cycle begins. But it also could just be because there is the end of a tough cycle approaches, because there could just be like there's some cycles ending. So the advice is just to kind of stay committed to what you're trying to achieve as this Queen of Wands. What are you trying to create in your world, right? The advice is to just make sure you're taking the time to just slow down and rest. And try to don't be too hasty. And just keep the focus on the Two of Pentacles staying balanced. I'm just getting told to bring out some more words, and then we'll be done. Dreamweaver, you are this dreamweaver of your world. I always sometimes do come into a plan, but the universe, spirit sometimes takes over perception. So what are you perceiving? Inspiration, what are you being inspired by with the peacock? Essence, what is your essence? What are you trying, what kind of energy are you expelling to people around you, right? I get that you're a type of person that really can change the room. Gratitude, being grateful. That's another, be grateful for the things that you have around in your life. Your energy, right? And one more card. They said one more card. Forgiveness. So forgive people that have done you wrong, right? This is about community, the people around you. Be forgiving of people. Don't be so hasty with what you're deciding. It might be triggering, that it may make you angry, but don't come from a place of love right now. A lot of people are struggling right now. And I know I know everyone is, you could be struggling too, but it's all about perception, right? Don't take things so personally. I'm getting, if people are making suggestions to you, just kind of take it with a grain of salt. And just remember, luck is on your side. This new romantic connection, so something romantic. But I'm going to do a video on that. Look for that. New commitment is being tested. Your commitment is being tested. So, and I get that this is connected to your pride. Are you going to let your pride get the better of you? Your answers that you need are coming. And a type cycle approach, the end of a tough cycle approaches. That's where I'm going to end it. I hope that resonates with you guys. Like and subscribe. Comment below if this resonates. Have a good night, guys. Bye.